Yo, yo.
Greetings,
Live and direct, brother.
Lightwalkers.
Yeah,
Wednesday night, we back.
straight up.
We back, y'all. It's Wednesday night. Hope everybody tuning in, having a blessed week. Had a blessed weekend, going into another blessed weekend. You know, we got a lot of things coming up. That's why we on and off a little bit, y'all. I know our timing is a little on and off because we got some things going on, you know, and it's moving fast, and we moving fast with it. You know, this is brought to you by Ancient Mystics All Natural Products. You know what I'm saying? Our School of the Ancient Mystics. It's also Take Notes Productions. You know, that's our production company. And speaking of Ancient Mystics, yeah, you got to put that banner up there. Put that up there one more time. Let them see it one more time. Ancient Mystics All Natural Products. You know, we do all the herbal products. We specialize in herbs and herb concoctions and different things. We got a beautiful garden down here in Gary, Indiana. We got gardening lessons coming up and field sessions coming up. So just stay tuned for Ancient Mystics and get your planting and your horticulture and agriculture on. You know, because if you can't grow nothing, you ain't gonna sustain life. You know how it go. Right off the top. Let's not even play with it. Also, speaking of Ancient Mystics, you know, we've been doing Green Party Social. And we got our Green Party coming up. I know y'all have seen some of the advertisement with the Green Party. You wonder what our Green Party is. Our Green Party is not a political party. Our Green Party is called Green Party Social because it's about green living, green life. And, you know, we get ready to start our events off. We got April coming up. April 27th. Oh, you got the flyer for that? Let's flash that on. Let's check that out, y'all. We got something going on called Green Life Expo coming up. We're looking for vendors still. We need vendors for this. We need vendors that make handmade goods. We definitely need that handcrafted, organic, good goods, products. I love the people that make the creams and elixirs. I want them to come. Got a lot of young healers that are going to be there. We got food bar, all organic food, a lot of wild mushrooms and different stuff that we do with Chef Aaron L. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be like this mystical expo, music, the whole nine. We'll have some beautiful presentations on it. You're going to have vendors that's going to get up and actually talk about their products and demonstrate some of the things that they do, the healing techniques. So we'll have a lot of healers on. We'll be announcing that on the next series of flyers that's coming. You're also going to be able to tag in with us on a QR code on the next flyer where you can buy your tickets. It's going to be tickets for sale. We're at the beautiful Marshall J. Gardner Center down in Miller Beach, which is on Lake Street down in Gary, Indiana. You got to check it out. We're going to be there. This is April 27th. Y'all put that on your calendar for the Green Life Expo.
That's a hell of a moniker, a hell of a name right there,
brother. The Green Life Expo.
Hey, that's over their heads one more time.
Yeah, the Green Life Expo, sponsored by the Green Party.
Yeah. Green Party Social, my brother.
You see, it was sponsored by the Green. Like I said, we ain't about politicals. We're about economic eco.
That's right, man.
You know, we're about living green. So you got to attend this event. It's going to be a beautiful event. Like I said, this is April 27th. You see, it's going down. It's going to be from 12 to 8. We'll have a big vendors, all kind of vendors. You know, Cassius D. I've been doing this a long time with the vending, and I specialize in craft type vendors that do herbal products, that do creams and elixirs, that have special talents and healing talents, and sell healing talents and talisman jewelry. Meaning we're not just going to be selling no rock stones wrapped in copper. I'm going to bring some copper smiths in. I'm going to bring some people in that talk about the stones for real, that handle them stones for real, and make them do what they say they're going to do. So when you get a copper piece of jewelry, it's no longer a piece of jewelry. It becomes an amulet.
Yeah, man.
So that's where we at. This April 27th. This is the Green Life Expo. Wait till you taste the food on this thing. You know, I got to brag a little while on this thing. It's unusual, Lightwalkers. We just started off. We bragging. We got bragging rights tonight. We got to really brag on this thing because, you know, we've been having Green Party socials going on for a minute. And the Green Party social has been like, you know, it's been nice. You know, we get a widespread audience of all races because we ain't just about one thing. We're about people that's living green. that is concerned about humanity, concerned about the earth, concerned about nature and the course of nature, even though we didn't have a winner with no winner. You see, a winner with no winner. And we're practicing sustaining the green life, growing and harvesting and making and producing the things that are good for I and I body.
Yeah, man.
You know, I use the word I and I, the phrase I and I, for the temple. So we having the Green Party Expo that's coming up April 27th. Make sure you stay tuned with us for this. Get up with us. We're looking for vendors still for this. We got about maybe 10 more slots for vendors. I need the magical vendors that do some of that magical stuff. Get with the Lord. Get with Cassius D. I'm gonna do. Hey, we got it. So this is Green Party Social, Green Life Expo. And we're going to be talking about it a little bit later. Look for new advertisement on it. It's going down. Have a green life, y'all.
Ooh, it's about to be a spectacular event.
Yeah, that's going to be a meme with that, Chris. You know, we've been doing the sun. You know, we've been doing the sun presentation. Y'all can come see Chris do the sun thing live.
Straight up.
We're gonna put technology on y'all on this 27th. We're gonna put some tech on you, show you some real stuff what we really work on in School of the Ancient Mystics. You know, the School of Ancient Mystics. We're gonna do what we do. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't know that about us, but you do know that about us. You know what I'm saying? You know, before we even get started, peace to all my Zulu Nation fam out there, all the ones that keep it real across the world, all my Zulu Nation fam, Akis, Kings, Queens, Malikas, all y'all that keep it well in the community, all of y'all that teach the babies and do the works in the community. Peace and love to y'all.
Yeah, brother.
Peace and love to y'all. You don't get your acknowledgments. You don't get no flowers. But the Most High always looks at you and give you flowers. So keep going. I give you flowers. Keep going. It's Lord Cassius D. 5th Universal. I give you flowers. You see, keep the work up. Keep building the community. Keep shaking it up, y'all. You know how we do it. Z's up. And this is Take Notes Productions. You know what I mean? We can't tell you everything on this platform. We can't say everything we want to say, but you make sure you share this with some people and go to our YouTube and start attaching yourself onto us there, like and subscribe. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to get it on with you there too. But this is about taking notes. Get your pen and your pad. Sit down and listen to some of the stuff we say. It's going to be a very different type of show tonight. And I hope you enjoy it. So I ain't gonna talk no crazy because we gotta get into that sun. There's been some things happening. So let's go into that.
Hey, you came hard with the spiel, brother. Get us nice and charged up before we deal with this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Something serious, man. But every week, man, we like to jump back to the LASCO C2 and C3 satellites and also check out the SDO satellite in particular that gives us this grand look at this big ball of life out here, producing all of life on Earth and many spectrums across the universe, man. So we got the sun right here. We like to monitor it every week through different spectrums to see the different types of activity going on top of the sun on the surface, because here on Earth we know that the sun, tends to affect everything around us, especially the magnetosphere and the bodies of the people and the animals and the plants in the ground and the way that things grow. So it just becomes such a spectacular being, and we forget to give her praise, man, when it's due. So check it out, man. If you've been monitoring the past couple of weeks on your own, you happen to see that last Wednesday, man, we had that big, three big solar flares that came off, man. A couple of X-class flares in particular, man. 6.2, 6.4, and then like a 6.7. So we got some big ones come off, but they weren't CMEs. They weren't coronal mass ejections. So they were just big sunspots that opened up and allowed all of these charged particles to be coming at Earth by way of solar wind. You know what I mean? So there wasn't a big ejection coming out of the sun, which was kind of good for the Earth, but kind of weird for the sun, especially during this particular cycle, man, when we have all this activity going on. You'd expect, a snap like a rubber band to be happening in these extremely active regions on here. But, that particular Wednesday of last week, we didn't happen to see that. But coincidentally, and I don't believe in coincidences, man, you know what I mean? But coincidentally, we shall say, or for some particular reason, when these were launched off and aimed at Earth, when they interacted with the atmosphere, we had that big blackout with the cell phones and such going. Remember that, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was everybody with particular phone service companies, man, they were experiencing major
At
blackouts all over.
T-Mobile, at AT&T.
AT&T, Cricket, man. You know what I mean?
You pay a lot of money for that damn AT&T, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Ooh-wee.
And it was wild to see the reaction from everybody, as the phones went off. I was pretty comfortable with it, man, but a lot of other people, they were jacked up. They were caught up in
I
that.
ain't had no problem with my little phone.
Oh, no?
No, my little phone was all right. I wouldn't know about it if my son wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, most definitely, brother.
If my son wouldn't have said nothing, I wouldn't have knew nothing.
Yeah, man, but nonetheless, at the same time, we had those X-class flares come off. We happened to see the big major blackout with these particular cell phone companies and such. And with that, there was no activity with the lower parts of the atmosphere where these satellites are orbiting, where these particular radio satellites for these cell phone companies are orbiting. There was no major activity as far as radiation storms and such. And there wasn't a radiation storm that came off the sun, which is usually what comes out when a CME or coronal mass ejection happens. You'll get this big radiation storm. And as we've seen in past weeks, we monitored that solar storm that happened a couple weeks back. And you remember it engulfed the cloud, that cannibal CME, and it engulfed the two in front of it and engulfed the Earth in this big black cloud. And we were able to monitor it on the map, but not from this particular one. So that was just an interesting coinciding incident, we shall say. I guess that's what coincidence really means when you break it down, a coinciding incidents when it happened to the sun last week. So it was just an interesting week as far as solar flares and X-class flares coming off. We're at 25 in solar cycle 25 right now.
Solar cycle 25.
Yeah, there we go, Brethren. Sound nice this week, man.
We had to always put that one on.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, so we didn't have too many off days this past 2 weeks per se, as we had a lot of X-class flares come off and a few major C-class flares. So we see some activity going on in the sun right now. We see a couple of sunspots, not too much activity compared to past weeks, but we see a sunspot churning up here at the 1 o'clock position, and also right here in the middle. We see how active they're getting right now. All these solar winds and solar particles arcing off and creating these big, beautiful storms, man. If you take the time to monitor this while we're going over this, you'll be able to see all the intricate patterns and vortexes spinning up on the sun and in different parts of the atmosphere on the outer ring. So very interesting stuff to monitor. So yeah, we had a C-class flare come off yesterday on the 27th, and that was a C-class flare that was aimed toward the Earth, and we kind of seen that back over here on this left side, right here on this the middle side of the sun. And it missed the Earth, but nonetheless, we still caught a little solar storm. We
caught a whole lot of solar storms
over the past few weeks. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a pretty active time for the sun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so not too much activity this particular round, but hey, man, we got a lot more spinning up on the backside of the sun. We are in solar maximum right now as we go into the spring equinox and in solar cycle 25, man. So, we just have to keep our eyes to the sky and continue to monitor the SDO satellites to see what's going on. So we'll jump over here real quick to the planetary K index, and this is just showing us right here where we spoke about that C-class flare that came off of the sun. We also had a geomagnetic storm warning, so there was a solar storm that interacted with the Earth. Down here you can see on the scale, the yellow is registering the intensity of it, and this was a KP5, which is a G1 magnetic storm that happened off of the sun. So other than that, it's been a pretty slow week, considering the week prior where we had all these major X-class flares coming off of the sun. But we'll take a look right here, and we'll monitor this from the Enlil Solar Wind Prediction Center, and we see that solar flare that was launched off the sun right there. Off of the, I guess looking at here, would be about the 5 o'clock position. And you see it interacted with the green dot, which is symbolizing Earth right here. So we had an interaction on there. We could also measure it over here as the plasma density and the velocity that it came off of the sun at, how quick it was coming. And we see a little spike in here, but nothing too major compared to last week, man. If y'all get a chance, go on to the website, man, and look back in previous weeks, and you'll probably be able to pull up some of the video, or even do some research on your own on the internet, man. You'll be able to see some video about this stuff. And it was pretty interesting last week. It was close to what they called the Carrington event. We had that X9 flare back in 1859, I believe it was. And then Halloween of 2003, man, we had a big one just the same way. So, yeah, be on the lookout, man, for pretty active upcoming weeks, as we're going to predict right now. And we'll check out one more piece right here, which will just show us the radiation that's interacting with the Earth right here. And we see, as weeks pass, we never seen something like this. We see the intensity from that C-class flare that was launched off, kind of centered over the United States. This has been over the past, I don't know, roughly a week or so, and we see all the solar interaction happening right here in the upper and middle latitude. So pretty interesting stuff, man. And we have to just continue to monitor for weeks to come, because we got a lot of activity coming up here when it comes to the spring equinox and the summer months coming up. And weather's been pretty wicked around here too. We had some heavy weather churn up these past few days. But yeah, nonetheless, we just came off the full moon. The full moon that we just recently had was the snow moon, and it's pretty ironic for February, because we ain't had a lick of snow. You know what I mean?
Oh, not here.
You know what I mean? So pretty ironic.
Kind of weird too.
It is, man.
It don't feel good. Don't feel right. It's for some reason. I'm a Midwesterner.
Yeah, straight
I'm born and raised in the Midwest, and I done been through some winters here. And your skin even change when the winter time comes. You get tougher. Your skin get tougher.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Your metabolism change, everything. Because the Midwest, and it feel like you off when we didn't have no snow. I know a lot of y'all that live here in the Midwestern states feel kind of off if you didn't have no winter.
Yeah, most definitely, bro.
Kind of off. You kind of off.
Body feel different. The mind's a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Very much.
Yeah, it's been a strange weather year for us, man. And, I guess these maps will kind of play into what we're talking about here. We're jumping back to our CO2 monitoring station right here because of all the wildfires that have been churning up over the past year. We've been dealing with a heavy amounts of smoke here concentrated in the Midwest and on the eastern states. And yeah, it's been hectic, man. West Coast ain't really seen too much. But we also are entering the season of El Nino. And El Nino brings a lot of warm weather from out in the Pacific.
Hurricanes.
Absolutely, man. And that's why we start to see, winters like we're experiencing, where it's relatively no winter.
Yeah.
We get all these warmer temperatures coming in and more storms churn up. I don't know if you were paying attention yesterday, man, but we had that big storm come in, big lightning storm.
Yeah, I saw it last night.
Man, check this out, Brethren. I got a picture I'll show you later on the phone. Man, there was a big tornado that touched down behind U.S. Steel. And
wow.
Yeah, touchdown. It looked like a big old F1 in the sky, and touchdown and moved about 100 feet, and then it went into the lake and was churning up there for a little while.
Because it'll happen.
Straight up.
When I was a kid, one time I saw a baby tornado.
Really?
Yeah.
In Chicago?
In the neighborhood. It blew into a funnel cloud, and it came. It spent around. It wasn't 5 feet tall, but we saw it.
Yeah, it spun up. You seen the vortex?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So
don't think it can't happen. Be prepared, y'all. Be prepared in this crazy weather. You better be prepared. When you look at the wind, how the wind is shifting, you better be prepared. Them wildfires, you better be prepared.
Yeah,
get yourself prepared. Stay prepared. Have a preparation plan. How you gonna eat? How you gonna survive this? If any natural disaster can happen, because the earth is changing, and all kind of things can happen. Like I said, we haven't had no winter. No winter.
Strange, man. Strange.
No winter.
Yeah, real talk, man. We just had 2 days of 70 degrees, and we had some 60 degrees.
And man, it was about 75 degrees yesterday. It was 40-something cold. It was freezing today.
Straight up.
It's the Midwest.
Yeah.
But for February, our water count was real low, especially when it comes to snow.
Yeah, pretty concerning, man.
And we had them, it was about 5 cold, super massive cold days, below 0 days.
Sure.
But no snow. No saturation of the ground.
Ain't that wild, man?
We're not even getting that much rain.
That's wild to think about, man. The repercussions
how the earth is changing. The earth is changing.
Absolutely.
And humankind is changing with it. Believe it or not, but continue. They're going to hear us.
Yeah, Brethren. Yeah, let's zoom in real quick, man. We'll check out some of this CO2 smoke concentrated in these areas over here. And we see,
man.
Yeah, look how dirty the air is, man. I don't think we ever get to break. It's always like this year round, man.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
But you can't breathe.
We've been monitoring it for about a year.
And I bet if you went and did a survey on respiratory illnesses up in this region where you see all this dark smoke at, is where the heaviest respiratory illnesses are.
Damn, that's tripped out, man.
The heaviest.
That's serious, man.
They're very.
Yeah, absolutely. So we see the wildfire spinning up here once again. It seems like it's been never ending over the past year, right here above the Great Lakes in New York, Niagara area and such. Yeah, one big concentrated wildfire. At one time, it was over like 600 600,000. I don't know. I don't want to misquote it, man. 60,000 acres or so. You know,
That's a lot.
That's a lot of wildfire burning, man. That's a lot of area to cover, man. And just imagine all the smoke pluming up from that.
Man, pushing through that wind vortex, pushing it our way.
It's almost like we can follow it, man.
That smut and different fibers and embers from that wood that's burning, ash that's coming in.
Yeah, these things. For every action comes a reaction. Man. You know what I mean? And this could be some repercussions that a lot of people could be experiencing right now. We've seen all these respiratory illnesses churning up now. You know, and I don't believe in coincidence, but all of this stuff is coming around at the same time. All of this wildfire smoke and new respiratory things like the coronavirus
and we've been under this for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been riding this for a while.
Man, it's been some couple years. Shit, probably.
It sounds scary, man, but it's scary.
When you put it into perspective,
man, it was real. That's why we do this to Sun.
That's right, man.
A lot of people don't understand who do this to Sun. When them cell phones went out, everybody they running down there to AT&T. The place I saw it on TV on the news. They running down to AT&T complaining. Come on, man. What kind of backwards, stupid nonsense is this? Thousands of people lost the transmission due to what was going on in the sky.
Yeah, what you trying to fix?
So what these people gonna do? For that man came out there. That man came out there and said, man, I just work here, man. My phone out too, man. What I do, man? The lady said, you better fix it.
They about to pillage the industry, man. You know what I mean?
There a couple of them Karens down there and a Kaquisha. You know, they always join to bag them up sometimes. They got a new one called Kaquisha. She bagged up the Karens. And they down there emotionally charged, trying to get the man. The man just a phone service man. This the man you come give your little $100 to for the bill. This the man that he don't even fix the screen on your phone, the glass screen. He the one he passing to somebody in the back. He is the guy in the front with the shirt on, that little blue shirt on. Welcome to the store. May I help you? And you acting like he done knocked out all the phones. He playing for it. Come on, man. I don't understand it, but I do.
Strange times we living in, my brother.
You better be careful, man. That's why we do this here.
Absolutely, man. We walking in the light, man. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Shine that light in the darkest corners, man. Bring it to the light. So, yeah, man, as we've spoken about in weeks past, man, we still concentrated in this, so get your respiratory game up, man. You know what I mean? And make sure that you link up with your local herbs, man, so that you can get some good stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
Some good plants.
You better do something.
As well.
You better do something.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Atmosphere's changing, and for this particular time of year, it's going to be a little bit different, you know, with the temperatures and the humidity, all the different, what you call it, the enzymes, the bacteria that be in the atmosphere at this time. You know, it's going to be hectic.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, y'all get your herbs, man. Get your herbs, man. Yeah. If you're in the Midwest, get your herbs. If you know any herbalists in the Midwest, go see them. If you're in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, anywhere, you make sure you check out King Kamaz and get you some bitters. Make sure y'all get y'all some bitters. Get up with us at Ancient Mystic and get you some herbs. Go down there and see if you anywhere towards Miller Beach, anywhere down there. Make sure you stop in Vibrations and get you some herbs. If you're back over here on the east side of Gary, or was that the east side? Of, am I saying that the way? The south side of Gary. If you are anywhere by that flea market over there, make sure you stop at Harvest Therapy and get you some herbs.
Forget about that.
Stop playing with it. Go get you some herbs. Go to your local herbalist. Start linking in with them and get you some herbs. And also, it's growing season. Now it's time to grow you some herbs.
That's right.
You see, now it's time to start incubating your mints, your rosemaries, you see, your dill, your this, your that. You know, start your window garden so that you can take the plants outside. You know, I'm going to be launching some garden techniques coming up during the week, some lives that I'm going to be doing dealing with the garden, because I'm going to be at the garden because it's gardening season for us. We're going to have to grow some food this year, y'all. We're going to have to learn how to can food. We're going to have to learn how to preserve food. We're going to learn how to, if y'all eat that meat and you eat fish and stuff, you're going to learn how to salt that meat so that you can preserve it.
Man.
So it don't have to be cooked like that.
Yeah, it'd be good for 2-3 months maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you're going to eat it, you might well eat it, and it kills all the parasites and biparasites that's on the meat. That's why the Native Americans ate it like that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? We came along with the European cooking the steak, and then we want to cook it half done. I don't want that. Somebody brought me a steak one time, medium rare. Man, just when I eat meat like that, man, you take that back in the kitchen and buy it. Take that back to the kitchen and burn it up. I need it burnt up. I need it burnt up. I mean burnt up. I don't mean half burnt. I mean burnt. Bring my steak. Steak was this big when I got it. They brought it back to me. It was like that. That's done. That's when I ate that.
Shrunk in size there. You know what I mean?
But now we have to talk like this in this time. This is the time, man. We're in a strange time. Yeah. You know, I always say this, I ain't religious, but y'all better hope them Christians wrong. When they talk about that book, y'all better hope them Christians wrong, because I see everything in that book playing itself out. I'm living it. My grandmother told me a story. I'll never forget this.
What did she say, Bridget?
She told me a story about how the trees wasn't going to know the wind. I was 10 years old. See, I grew up in a household where it was Christianity and Jehovah's Witness, which is Christianity too. But it was Catholics and Christianity. Well, Catholic Christianity and Jehovah's Witnesses. Half the family was Jehovah's Witness, the other half. So I grew up being an altar boy who saw Awake and the magazines Awake and the Watchtower and all those magazines all my life. And my grandmother was a devout Jehovah's Witness. And she told me a story how the trees wouldn't know the wind. It was going to come a day all the people was going to write on themselves. And, man, it make the hair on my neck the way she used to tell it, stand up. And she told me this when I was 10 years old. And we living in this. We living in this. You know, even our topic tonight is Zero, the new hero. I'm going to say it again, Zero, the new hero. Let's put the S's on it. Zeros. Okay, the new heroes. Zeros are the new heroes. You know, our role models of today, I'm sad. I'm sad what I see. The zero is winning. The zero is the influencer. What I mean by the zeros, I mean exactly what I say. Zero, they not nothing. The glorification of a drug dealer. Because he sold all the dope on the block. He got that bag. But we never look at who he destroyed getting it. But he all over the internet. He on every platform. Talking about prison and what he did and how courageous he was, and he back on the block. Yep. Zero, the new hero. Am I lying? What you see?
That's what I see, brother. I see the same thing, man. They glorify all of the wicked, man. It's like the good is bad and the bad is good. You know, everything is polar opposites now, man.
Yeah. You know? Hey, and I be watching they do the gang things where they be talking about the gangs or the street organizations. We come from Chicago, the street organization. Nobody's no damn gang. That's the name. Police gave, Popo gave, 12 gave it that. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It was the street organizations, but they got them, and all these white boys talking about them. Yes, and his name is Larry Hoover, and yes, and man, come on, man, and they got the history so jammed up, and it's like our history is intertwined in the new age drill music type of thing. It's like the promotion of this. And I didn't know King Von was so famous because before he got pushed back, it wasn't that famous. He was coming, but now you see him on everything.
Yeah.
And it's famous because he caught bodies. He was a demon.
A demon.
And they glorify that.
That's what everybody is drawn to, man. You know what I mean? What's so attractive about that spirit, man?
I don't know. I asked my Lightwalkers that. We ought to be asking that. And if you say anything about it, woe be you.
There's a lot of rebuttal.
Woe be you.
A lot of people quick to jump to the defense, man.
Oh,
well, he was this and he was that and he did. They always try to find and I understand they try to find the good within the wicked. You know what I mean? But you can't make that as the excuse, man. Because what's wicked is wicked, man. What's right is wrong is wrong.
And it's like the new hero is the zero.
Yeah, brother.
This is the promotion. I was watching this thing the other day, man, and I keep seeing this name, Fleece Johnson. Ain't this the same cat they call the Booty Warrior?
Yeah.
That was in one of them lockup Raws about 15, 20 years ago.
And that's not making his way back.
And he was talking about how he loved button ends and all this other thing.
Yeah, he was straight up about it.
And now he an old man. He out the prison. And he on every platform giving advice like he got advice.
A millionaire now, probably, brother.
And he made a lot of money off of it. Now people say, Cash, you hating. No.
Hell no.
This is the zero who has became the new hero. When I was coming up in any culture, you didn't a man like that, man. Come on, man. They whispered about you, man. And if anybody was locked up with you, you came around, they had a look on their face, and they nodded and bumped and man, no, man, that's so-and-so, man, no. But now you welcome on every platform like a superstar.
That shit crazy.
I call it the new content, not content.
Yeah.
Content.
Understand.
Not content, content. The AI technology. And I mean artificial intelligence. Like I said, I don't mean no robot, I don't mean no cyborg. I mean the way we being programmed artificially. Zero is the new hero. Flavor Flav said in the song Public Enemy a long time ago, he said she watches Channel Zero. And that's what we watching right now. We in 5G at zero.
Straight up, man.
Do the math. What
lot.
You think about it, man? Talk about it, because that is man. That do me. Am I too old? I know I'm cool and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But they say pops, big uncle, But I'm in the world and I see it. I'm still kind of slicker than a can of oil too. But I know when Zero became the new hero. Am I lying? Or I used to say the wrong word. Am I capping?
Hell no.
Am I capping?
No, that's real.
Is that cap?
No, man. That's as real as it gets, man. You see what I see, and you see what the eyes that's supposed to see it see. You know what I mean?
Wow.
There's a lot of people caught up in that warp like so, man. And yeah, man. I mean, I just don't understand what's so cool about making excuses for the shit that's wrong, man. People are always coming to glorify violence and fuckery, man. And it seems to be it's hard to put words for it, man. It's hard. I'm trying.
You gotta laugh a little bit and chuckle because you won't really cry.
Yeah, man.
Because it's embarrassing when I see my people in this kind of condition. It's a condition they're in.
You try to tell people, what's going on, man, and they don't see it or they don't.
Oh no, you better not tell you that. Oh no.
Yeah,
listen, I don't care what y'all say, and I know he be clout chasing. If he see this, he gonna trip out on me too. Cassius D, but he can say what he want to say to me. I ain't on that. I tell you to your face what I don't tell you behind your back. I say it right to your mug. You see? And Umar Johnson. He be saying some real shit.
True.
That's Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm going to give him that.
True.
He ain't when he say a badass scholar, I'm going to give him all of that.
Most definitely.
I know y'all don't like some of the antics and some of the stuff, which sometimes I don't blame. I'm like Charleston White sometimes. I just ain't that buffoonery like that. But sometimes you gotta act a straight Negro from the nigga nation, like he say, to get your point across. Because they wasn't listening when you was talking good.
That's
like,
what everybody keeps telling me.
Umar chasing, you know, got some good knowledge. But nobody listening. They, you know, instead of that, they want to come at you. Oh, he wearing a dashiki. What's wrong with the dashiki? That should be fly.
You feel me?
What y'all want to wear?
Oh man, you're attacking his outfit, man, and you know, being hypercritical.
Silly stuff. He want 2 women. So what? What about the knowledge he said? Yeah. Why you focused in on that? Because it's about content.
That's right, man.
I'm gonna say that again, y'all. C-O-N. Tent, T-E-N-T, meaning the con, meaning to trick you under this umbrella of entertainment, which is the tent. Content. I know we want to spell it content like this is it's a section of media and thing like that. No, content. You say running in the algorithm.
Yeah.
And then they got all these YouTube beefs going on. And this is what's really tripping me out. I'm starting to see a rise of these YouTube platforms where these cats, it's like the international bowl of dissing. They got the Hassan Campbell. Terrible. That's terrible. And the Kwame Brown who know better. And all the rest of them, they fighting in each other in this one media source platform and fight them all on. And I saw it start with Clubhouse, with that podcast Clubhouse. They be arguing and fighting with Whack 100 and all this. All these cats making a star. They becoming massive stars off of foolery and content. This is why this is called Zero, the new hero.
All right, this brings me into the question I got to pose, man. Because obviously we know that people are influenced by the artists or the people that they're watching, the people that are creating this content. When do we separate the art from the artist, man? Because like you said, some people be on some foolery, man, and then sometimes they be talking some realness, or sometimes they real people. Like for example, there might be somebody who makes some music about some wicked shit, but there may be good people behind, you know, outside of the artistry. So when do you separate that? Because my biggest argument with people is that if you're an artist, you understand the power and influence of the message that you're bringing or portraying.
Okay, then I'm gonna answer your question. When do they separate themselves from it? Because it is dealing with their morals and conduct and their things that they hold personal and dear to themselves. They the ones doing that to themselves. If you know that's whack, why are you saying it? Are you saying it for the love of the money? Are you willing to die? That's what you call soul selling.
I'm about to say, brother.
That's what you call a soul selling. That's soul selling now. Because now you begin to talk like this, and you make this music. I call it the black culture, Black Death culture. You promote Black Death, the emergence of Black Death. You know what I'm saying? Dead on arrival, DOA type music. You know what I'm saying? And you drill it. You see what I'm saying? It's on a drill, a kill. Okay, but now you come back and say, I fed the kids and I'm in the community.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It doesn't go together. The formula is like oil and water. It does not go together. That's just like all you conscious music people out there that do so-called conscious music. And you get around your friends who are in the underworld, they selling narcotics and scamming and stuff. And you go to them and you need a few dollars to get your platform, to get your grease going, to get it wired up. You ain't getting no money from them. Even though they might be dear friends with you and you know them. And they know you're a cold artist. They're not going to give you no money because it don't go together. That world and that world don't go together. It's a contradiction in the content. Am I safe to say that like that?
Yeah, there's a lot of con.
I hate to put
going
the
on
con on them. You know, like it's like Genghis Khan.
A lot of
You
cons
know,
going
we conning. You see, it is the content that don't go together.
Nah, it don't, brother.
It is a contradiction in the content.
For control, man.
For control. That's why I love the way you put that together. That's cool, yeah. Hey, keep going with it, man. Hey, it's Lightwalker, y'all. We don't play no games. Take no productions. Get your notebooks out. Don't be playing with it. We can't say everything, but we're going to give you some of it.
Real talk, brother.
I'm watching these beefs, man. I watched some stuff the other day. I said, man, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
All the information
We pillaging.
is becoming clouded and pushed away. Now, I know there's a lot of great people out there fighting on their YouTube trying to get us free. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them kind of, you know, gaming up the system, pimping it a little bit. You know, put a little Madison glass here on it a little bit, a little pimping, a little sprinkle of pimping on it. Sometimes you got to do a little of that. It's about being a personality to create that content.
True. Do
you see? And even if you're trying to do it the way we're doing it, it's a content. I'm going to call it that too, because our job is to walk as many of them to the light as we possibly can.
Definitely. I don't see nothing con about us, man. We keep it real.
We
just come off as we cool,
but
man. You know
in the school of the ancient mystics, it's called the mirror. We ain't con, but we're going to sure have to manipulate. I know y'all hate that word of quite a few of them to get them back on track to the knowledge. We got to twist the thought. We got to put something in front of your face and show you something, make you say, oh, wow.
Ain't that strange?
I didn't know. Because you've been conned under the tent of information.
Wow.
And this is why zero is the new hero. This is something you got to think about, man. In the time we're in AI, we're in a time of AI, artificial intelligence. I mean, y'all, how we being programmed in the media, how we being programmed into the phone, how our whole life. You talked about that solar flare and the sun and how the cell phones went out. They say over 20,000 cell phones went down for 12 hours.
In major cities.
20,000, 30,000 of them. Like
internet too?
Internet, all that. It went down for 12 hours. And people lost their minds.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because of the AI technology that you're being programmed into. The way they got the commercials and the drawing of the 5G waves into your frequency box in your third eye.
Yeah, you feel off, man. You feel unnatural.
Yeah.
We're no longer in our natural state when we get the frequency, the technology taken away. You know what I mean?
That's why you see so many men gossiping right now.
Yeah.
They're gossiping.
Oh, man. It's like we're sitting in the beauty shop, brother.
Yeah. You turn, man, I be trying to find some stuff gonna come on my algorithm be gossip.
Yeah, you know.
I be like, what are y'all talking about?
Nonsense.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All the gangs, they the Pyroot Bloods from the rolling 90s and they're just setting away over some ghetto way across America. Worse than where I'm at, but not worse than where I'm at, because where I'm at is worse, and next door to me is worse. And we all suffering from oppression.
Yeah, man, come on now.
Degradation, humiliation, and we in a situation. And they glorifying it. Oh, we the so-and-so, but they never, you know what tripped me out? I said this one day, I was watching them, everybody standing around, everybody got a gun. Everybody got a weapon. They call it a gun. Let's tell you they don't know nothing. This is my gun. It's a weapon. They stand around, everybody got one. Like they waiting on the big bad wolf to come. And the big bad wolf is them. But you know something I never saw? I never saw when they go to one of the neighborhoods and one of them bend down and pick up a pile of some paper off the ground and put it in the garbage can. I never once seen one of them stop and say, hey, man, this over here for the young fellas right here, for the children right here, man. See this playground we dedicated this. We don't even go over here and nobody touch that. Won't sell no dope around here, nothing. Right here. This for the program, this for the hood right here. I never seen one pick up a piece of paper. Nothing around there, but this the hood that you love. This the hood that you protect. But it looked like a mess.
Terrible, man.
And they got stacks of money, but we're having stacks of money, but no stacks of brains.
Yeah,
so ain't no things.
When are we gonna stop passing out shoes and turkeys and?
That's cap.
You understand? When are we going to start getting to the problem and stop profiting off of the problem in the community?
Because that's all the old smoke screen that old heroin dealers and big timers, they used to call them back in the day, used to do. They go get a bunch of turkeys and hand them out. But you know the difference between Bumpy Johnson and them handing out turkeys and these turkeys handing out turkeys these days? Bumpy Johnson was for real about that. Fluky Stokes was for real about that. He was serious about the people eating. He did the turkeys. He didn't just do them anywhere. He did them in the community because he knew the people. He knew Miss Johnson and down the block. He knew they was having it rough. He knew that her husband was a gambler and he was losing money. He knew he took the dope money from them. He knew this little sister was turned out. She needed a shot. She needed a fix. She done ran out the back door with the meat. He knew this. He did this from against his heart. He didn't only give out turkeys. They gave out whole dinners. They gave out clothes. They don't even show that. They didn't have media then to do that. The media happened to catch wind of that and go there. They didn't invite the media. What's the difference now? Everybody got a phone out saying, look at me. See, this is what I done. Ain't that what they doing?
Yeah, they cloud chasing.
Look at me. See, this is what I done. It's Thanksgiving, so we're out here giving away. Why you ain't doing that on every day or every weekend? I knew some brother Brandon in Chicago. Big ups to him, wherever he at. Profit under the profits. Brandon them was doing FTP, Feed the People program. Brother Shep and them in New York. My Zulus in New York, they was doing the same thing. They was doing this out of their heart. They wasn't calling the media. Brandon was outside every Friday evening in the worstest neighborhood, putting information out, and he had food for the people where they cooked the food. They didn't call and say, Channel 2, come out. We outside giving away food. They're like Fluke and them do that.
Yeah,
the truck drove up. They said, hey, man, everybody want to eat? And everybody was around there. Said, yeah. He said, open truck. I got stuff for everybody. Go tell your mama and them. Go tell the lady down the block. And the kids ran off, and people ran off. Miss Johnson and them, because they got food in the truck. And people came, and matter of fact, they was trying to do it so quick so they could get out of there. They didn't want no media. Nowadays, a media show. The little brother D1. I be watching some of this. I love the little brother. He come out, he conscious. D1, some kind of, you want to call him gospel hip-hop, this real hip-hop.
Yeah, I heard of the brother.
He said, come on, he was talking to Jim Jones and Rick Ross. And Rick Ross bring his behind on that Ricky Rose.
Yeah.
Look, little man, don't tell me I gave away bicycles and free Pampers. So what, fool?
Yeah, you
also got up there and sold the science of Molly to the young man, to the young girl, date rape.
So
you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
To poison the community.
Come on.
Poison the mind.
Look, little man, I gave away free Pampers. Come on, man. Like that was really something.
Jim Jones came on there after that. He was like, he said the same thing. Listen, little man. Listen, we talking about the community.
I gave away clothes. You ain't giving away no so what? Where the education at?
They say the education is talking about in the music, the community that came up in it.
No. Zero is the new hero.
That shit wicked, man. I get upset when I see stuff like that, man. When people talk about triggers, that's trigger for me. When I see, like you said, a righteous brethren talking some real mess, keeping it 100, and then you get the rebuttal from people like the Ross and the Jones and everybody jump on their
culture ain't cool. Talking a good game ain't cool. See, that's why everybody doing, man, Cash, where y'all doing Lightwalkers? Y'all not gonna get no million views. I ain't looking for no million views. No. I'm looking for only my kind to walk in the light. I ain't looking for all of that. I got something for my own kind. These lessons for my kind. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. And I ain't afraid of none of them. So I don't have all of that. Because I know that's content.
Yeah, brother.
Not conscious. Content.
Oh man.
And I've been here to slay the wicked anyway. So I don't, I got no. I jump in the fire head first. That's why I'm here for it. I got protection beyond them.
Yeah, man.
You see?
Oh man. Ain't it heavy out there, man?
It's real heavy.
It is, man.
When zero becomes the new hero.
That's right, man.
Man, I'm serious. I be watching some of this, and I watch the algorithm of the men versus the women, and I said, man, what kind of? Man, I'm sorry. I don't want to be y'all age no more, Chris. I don't want to be no 30s. I don't want to be no 20s. I don't blame you. I would never. Oh no.
It's a difficult time for my gender, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, brother.
Oh no.
Like you say, everything is. It's hard to find anything with some type of consciousness, man. You know what I mean?
Is it like that for real?
Yeah, man. Because a lot of people they talk a good game, but turn out to be somebody else, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My generation is like that too. Don't worry about it. You ain't missing.
Conscious people out there. You know what I mean? We might have to stir around that word right there.
And the content.
Yeah, straight up.
They're locked in the content.
As you say, brother, a lot of people fake the funk, man.
Oh yeah.
And somebody told me this, man. They were like, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. And
wow.
That was deep when they hit me. I said, I don't want to deal with you. You see? Peace. I don't want to be around nothing like that.
When they should have had a higher light thought, like, I'm going to make it and I don't have to fake it.
Straight up, you understand?
I want you to be fake coming in, you're fake going in, and fake coming out too.
Ain't that selling
you
your soul?
You just fake.
Ain't you selling something?
If you want to say it's selling the soul, you show soul.
You giving something to gain something?
Yeah.
You faking the funk to gain what? And that ain't even the real you, man.
Zero is the new hero.
Hey, man.
I see some of the ignorantest shit I've ever saw on that goddamn tube.
We got to stop glorifying the things.
And we laughing at it. Now, humor is humor. Some things are funny. I like some things.
Be able to discern.
I like some innocent comedy. I like that boy Uncle Hank. I'm gonna send shots out to my West Side brother Hank and them over there. I like that. Come on, I like some of that stuff. Sure. I know it's buffoonery, but that's a nice for hearing about me somebody I know off the West Side. All right, so I'm from out west, so I understand.
You can discern it, man.
I like him though, champ. I like him too. The brother walk like this. I like it. I like that too. All right. But I see some stuff on there that just ain't nothing, made up skits. Stuff that got people hurt, man. You know, anything for clout. Clout chasing. Is that the new word?
Yeah, brother.
That's all cap. That's zero is the new hero. Ain't had nothing else to do but act a fool and get you some views and likes. Everybody plays the fool. There's no exception to the rule. The main ingredients.
What the hell?
Remember that record? Everybody plays the fool. Sometimes. You see, the main ingredients.
Wow. That's deep to think about too, man. You know? It kind of sound like faking the funk, man.
AI. Artificial intelligence.
Man,
that's why we bring this here, y'all, so we can talk about it a little bit and just stimulate your mind a little bit. Hope things go well for you. You know, we got to get it together, keep it together. You know, prepare your mind, run and tell your children. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself in gear. Be prepared, mind, body, and spirit for the changing times. Be prepared. Watch what you're doing. Watch it on all levels, mind, body, and spirit. Watch it. Be aware so that you can walk in the light. Y'all remember, check us out. We got this thing April 27th coming up, the Green Life Expo. We'll announce that one more time. Because we walking light. We show and prove. We're going to be doing some heavy duty teaching down here at the
Marshall J. Gardner Center.
Thank you.
I always get that name confused myself.
I do John Marshall. I'm just going to learn how to say it right. You know, we're going to be down there April 27th. So y'all gear up for us. We're still looking for vendors. We're looking for a few more healers. Yeah. Tap in on us. Message us. Go to our Facebook for Ancient Mystic LLC or mine or any one of these other networks we streaming across. You know what I'm saying? And take care of yourselves, man. And remember, zero has become the new hero. Don't you be no zero. Don't you be no zero. Don't be no zero. And let's raise some new heroes They said in the movie, a hero ain't nothing but a sandwich. Our job is to prove that wrong. A hero is somebody, a hero and shero. Those are things we need to raise now.
You know what that brings to mind, man? I think one thing that people need to remember, man.
Nice quote for the day. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley, y'all. And on that note, it's Lord Cassius D.
And your brother Chris Lyon.
And we've been light walking tonight. Share this with somebody. We'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.